part of this.
Yeah.
We've you know, Northern Fruit, when we first moved over here in 19, you know, they gave us a tour of Northern Fruit. And then we got to see the Bannings, you know, their orchards up here.
Oh, yeah. And do you guys live close?
Yeah, we're right across from Annie's Fun Farm.
Oh, got it.
Off of Whoa. This is huge. I mean, I've seen this thing built, you know, the whole time they were building this thing.
Yeah. It's nice and cool.
It is, yeah.
I was wondering how
it's like 65 degrees in here.
I was wondering how all the, you know, the installation they put in here would work.
It's actually really, we didn't, I'd like to say by design we are getting fruit colder than we thought, but it's just happened. I mean, we're going into the box at 37 degrees. So it's really good. Yeah.
Woo.
Good year for cherries, isn't it?
Quality's been great. Market, not so great.
Bummer.
It's been a lot of fruit. It's last week. It's right now the market's good, but last week the market with all that heat and that wind, a lot of fruit was kind of tipping over. Now it's pretty good.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'll take you around.
From the start to the end, huh?
Yeah, this is the jumper side.
Amazing. Okay, so that's automated there.
Bells underneath the water.
So they get a lot of dirt out.
All the dirt and the leaves, that's what this area is for. So we don't get them into the machine.
Okay.
But there's a belt underneath there because the cherries sink.
Okay.
And so it's transporting them to this belt.
They're underneath
Yep. And this is just to get all the leaves and the debris to come out.
And then they come in off the truck.
Yep, they come in off
And
the
they're
truck.
forklift over here to that thing that's outside.
Yeah, they get hydro-cooled, and they get put in the cold storage. So we're packing everything that delivered to us yesterday. So we pack it next day, give it some time in the cooler.
So it goes into that unit outside, then into the storage.
Yep.
And then back out here to these trays.
Yep. And then we... Yeah.
And this thing here, look at this belt.
Yeah. You can see all the debris.
Yeah, look at all the garbage.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? That's how come they come out so nice.
Yeah. And then they...
Still even dirty there.
Yep. And all this water is contained to here, and we flush it every day. So, new water every day.
Oh, do ya?
Yeah.
And this is Northern Fruit's old system.
Yeah, we bought their line. This is exactly what's down there, and we brought it up here, reassembled it.
You got a question?
Oh, the stairs? Okay. So this is the cluster cutter. So there's blades under here that are spinning all through here. And they're separating the stems.
Okay, out there's a cluster and then get rid of the stem.
You know, 2 cherries are on a stem like that, and the blade will cut it. That way we want every cherry to be single.
Right.
So, coming out here single.
Single.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cluster cutter's in there and comes out single in here.
That is just marvelous of engineering.
Be careful on these stairs.
Yeah. Careful on the stairs.
More dirt, dirty water.
More filtering the dirt and
I
clean
know,
water.
it's amazing.
So that water stays here and back, and it's going through here. So that we try to keep the dirty water on this side.
Yeah. Man, I wouldn't have been involved with putting this thing together. But you were, weren't you?
Yes.
You and Rick?
Yeah. So now you can see the clean water.
Yeah, look at how clean that is. You just look back over there. Wow.
They're gone, pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So in the Wenatchee Museum, they got this 1920s
coming from that side. So that's contained with that same water, because there's another leaf with crap later over there.
That takes more of the dirty off it.
Yeah.
So Wenatchee has got a full-scale 1920s working model of an acid catapult sorting machine. I don't know if you've seen that before.
I have been in there and seen that. Yeah, it's the old Cutler grader type thing.
I
Yeah.
wonder how it works with cherry.
Really?
So it isn't, it's also European Italian
Yeah.
machine. Yeah, because you had some guys in here from Italy that were helping us.
Yeah, they've been here. Yeah. They've practically lived here in the spring.
Okay.
Putting all this together, yeah.
Wow. So you got this right from Italy then?
Well, we got it from Northern. We got it from Italy.
Oh, okay.
Northern put a new one, the exact same brand from Italy in.
Yeah.
But most of the industry, this is probably the most popular one.
It is, huh?
They've kind of perfected the cherry deal.
Industry.
Yeah. So these are the camera boxes.
Oh, okay.
So you're getting 40 pictures of every single cherry.
That's
40 of them, huh?
Yeah, so it can identify defects and where it should go, similar to Apple. So it's kicking them off into the right chute.
So what are the categories?
It's just by size.
Oh, okay.
So it's, we're packing down to 11 and a half rows, which is pretty small. So 11 and a half, 11, 10 and a half, 10.
And is that related to an actual centimeter or something?
Yeah, millimeters.
A millimeter?
Yeah. That's what the Italians would call those, 20 millimeter.
Yeah.
We have a chart so we can both understand each
I
other.
know.
Right.
Yeah. They work in millimeters, which is what the machine's doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we call it row size because that's the old standard for our
Oh, okay.
industry. And so we had to take what's the 9.5 row in millimeters and match it up.
Oh, okay.
Because they were the old row size, if you remember. The way they came up with that was they would line the cherry up in a row in a box by hand.
Oh.
And the bigger the cherry, the less you got in the row.
Yeah.
And so, for whatever reason, our industry is always row size.
Okay.
And nobody else in the world understands that.
No.
Because they go by
You have a
millimeters.
standard box size.
Yeah, metric.
So that's see, in the old days, that's how they packed those cherries.
Yeah.
They put them in a row.
Everybody had the same size box?
Yeah. So, let's see, you guys know Rick?
I met him once or
Oh, okay.
twice out here.
Well, be real careful, but I want to cross right here.
Okay, sure.
You guys
Yeah.
okay with that?
Yeah.
This is Rick.
We met once out there in the parking lot.
They've never seen a cherry line.
This is awesome.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
The boxes here,
Those are the brains. We got
cameras that are looking at every cherry.
Yeah.
And it takes about 40 images of each cherry, both in color and infrared. And up there in the boom shop that's installing computers for processing. So each lane runs 30 cherries per second. We got 12 lanes here. And then
30 cherries per second.
times 12, we got 12 lanes. And 40 images of each
500 almost, yep.
and 40 images of each of those. And then based on that, we look at it looks at the cherry and we set the parameters. It has if it detects something, we set the threshold so it won't be loud and what we don't. So, and then we can pull samples like of, we want to look at what it's pulling for damage. I pull a sample here.
You have the current metrics for this run.
Yeah. So so it's running 14% of the foliage is due to the damage.
That type of wear on it.
So 14%.
Almost looks like a golf ball.
And how they look at it, the infrared portion looks underneath. If you get any damage to the flesh, it'll show up in the infrared camera.
Oh.
So for
did
business,
you bring those samples
I
up?
pulled a sample of what it's calling for damage. And then you'll see the
It only pulled out the damage.
only pulled out exactly that. That way we can sample what it's pulling, so it'll see the damage on those
Oh,
part of the
yeah.
So we're constantly going through this and adjusting it to keep the grade and without throwing away good fruit.
Yeah.
So that was all done by hand before.
Constantly pulling
Yeah,
samples in?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's pretty slick.
You know, I had a job once in a
Oh yeah.
green pea facility. Only there was none of this. It was
Yeah.
all, it was like people.
Yeah, and that used to be.
Testing them by mouth.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We had it's probably about 15 years when defect sorter really started coming in the industry. Before that, it was all by hand.
Okay.
Jeez.
You'd have, on this line here, we probably have 50 people sorting by hand to clean it up. And we wouldn't do it as consistent and get everything out just because you can't.
It's slower.
You can't, run slower. You can't, as the cherry's going, you got to look on both sides. You got to look on the top and on the bottom. The defect can be, so it's just,
360, yeah.
so it's,
Wow.
and these cameras, we have cameras directly over the cherries. We have cameras on each side, and then from the front and rear. To try to look as
Every possible angle you can look at.
So it's just snapping all the time. So one cherry, it's going to be at the same time it's getting thicker.
40 images.
Instantaneously.
Yeah.
Wow.
And even at that, because cherry's not as perfect, you got stems.
Yeah.
So that interferes. You'll see up here, if the stem lays over the other cherry, like that, so that green area, it'll ignore that portion, so it doesn't go to the stem. Which is good, but if the defect is underneath that stem like that,
Yeah.
Can't do
then
it.
it won't see it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
I mean, it's because if they were ping pong balls, it would do a
Not
great
perfect.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the shape of the cherry and
Yeah.
Not perfectly symmetrical.
Yeah. So those are the
Dairy
challenges.
farm, it's so homey.
Yeah.
Does
I was saying,
involve the
I
pea
worked at,
processing
they did
too.
green
The old
peas,
way.
and I was like the tester, It was all,
So then from here, it also uses a diameter for size. So it's a diameter sizing based on the image. And then this process over here will divide the fruit out according to size.
The metric size in the row size.
The row size goes to different outlets and
where do you see the row size?
right here. This
Oh,
would be that's the categories you got. So it'd be a 10-row domestic and a 10-row export cherries. We can sort those a little different. We detect if it has a stem or not. Anyway, and
Where does it show the millimeters?
this is the
You
millimeters.
don't really show 'em. You don't bother with that.
Oh, it's not a touch screen. I do that all
You
the
can
time.
display it and convert it to that millimeter.
Yeah, isn't
But that doesn't do
so
anything.
diameter.
for you.
This is pretty close to millimeters. So it'd be 30.82 millimeters.
Gotcha.
So 3,000. So those are the numbers, and this is the different categories we have of the sizes. So it's,
Okay. I heard that somehow when you export, they like them a lot bigger than the big ones go.
Yeah.
The export.
primarily we go to the Far East, and they'll take a larger cherry. They prefer a larger cherry. They pay a premium price for it. There are some markets where they'll accept smaller cherries. It just depends on where you live, how the market is set up. They're starting to develop a lot of retail customers overseas, and they I think everyone prefers large cherry, but whatever their profile is, they'll take different row sizes.
So do they, other than Europe, are they growing cherries in other places?
Yeah, Europe's big. They actually grow them in China, Australia.
Oh yeah.
Tasmanian cherries are renowned for their quality.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm sure New Zealand. I'm sure New Zealand
Oh, I
has
bet they
cherries.
do.
Yeah.
They, the European heritage.
Yeah.
Stuff,
So Rick, I got a question for you. The cherries are coming in by a truck, closed truck from the source. How are they counted by the original source and weighed out or marked out?
So we sell. I'm not sure, but so they'll come by X number of boxes, or whatever, and I'm not quite sure I'm understanding what you.
So you guys keep track of where they're coming from by box and give them credit?
Oh yeah,
for
yeah.
that?
We have all the data. Every box is is all printed up by the grower number, the pool, the time that was packed, everything. So that's all tracked through the system. So this grower will get paid for these boxes that were shipped out.
Gotcha.
That's
post-processing.
Yeah.
Okay.
How big is the biggest cherry?
About 34 millimeters. So that's a 7.5 row. Pretty.
Look at how big that is.
Pretty rare to see them that large. Some varieties do get that size.
When you put your thumb in there.
Yeah. This is a good sized cherry. Probably 8.5 row. Yeah, it won't make an 8 row. So that's an 8 row. 8.5 row cherry.
That's a big cherry.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that is a very big cherry. See, it's right there. Yeah. So this grower.
That would be too big for this market here, right?
Oh no, we'll sell those to this market too. But we will. All the sizes go in this market, but when we do export, we'll separate out these and pack these all in one box in uniform.
Right, as premium.
Yeah. This grower here is only running less than 1%, 8.5 row. So we're just combining those in with the 9 row cherry.
Yeah, gotcha.
Because of how imprecise the measuring, you need to have about 5% before you can truly isolate it out without getting too many errors in there.
Wow.
So a truckload of those cherries that come in there in the bin, how long does it take to process all that volume?
We run about 60 bins an hour, so we can run a truckload in about 2 hours.
One of those big trucks.
Big semi-load. They carry about 125 bins, maybe just 124, something like that. So we're running about 60 bins an hour, 60 to 60.
And then how many pounds in a bin?
About 300.
300.
So
And are they in layers in those bins, or
they're just generally just poured in there.
that's why you have the shorter bins?
Yeah, the shorter bins, we don't have the compression, and they're about, I don't know, 10 to 8 inches long.
They're not that deep, right? Wow.
And of course we we color sort them. I'll say this.
Color sort them too, okay.
Oh yeah. So we have our different ranges of color. So this would go to processor, not enough color, and then we separate out red versus a dark red. Have uniformity and consistency in the pack.
Are these different varieties, or all the same variety but the shades and colors?
This is just sort of the color range on a color value from 0 to 225. And we just divide that up to separate out the color in the box.
Right.
Okay, so if you get some different varieties, like I'm thinking of the yellow ones.
The yellow varieties, that'd be different. We still color sort those because having a yellow cherry with a red, they like to have a nice red cheek color. Yeah. If they're all yellow, totally blonde or very little color, those sort of processors. They do want to have a cheek color on them. Generally. Yeah. Some markets it'll take a little bit of that.
Even for the yellow cherries. So the markets don't like those yellow cherries.
They like yellow cherries, they just have to have some red blush on them. Oh. We don't process yellow cherries, we don't have any.
These are all the Bing cherries.
Yeah.
Get that style out by the shades of red.
So basically you're just doing things here.
Yeah, red cherries. Yeah, this variety.
Or red cherries.
Bing's.
Yeah.
So these are my. I grow a lot of Rainier cherries, so.
Yeah.
Well, he's got his own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
So that's kind of the color profile. That's a pretty.
They're so pretty. Yeah.
I like.
We used to have this. I was over by some homies on the west side, and we had this huge yellow cherry. It was yellow.
Yeah.
There's no pink plume at all.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
Yeah.
Was it a big cherry or is that
We
big?
could try.
Royal Ands are real popular. They use them for pollinizers, and those have a lot of.
Yeah, it could have been that.
Yeah. So this is.
They're so pretty.
So you want to have them yellow with some red on them. And
Yeah.
So you got to take a lot of extra step there to get the light into the. So we go through and summer prune them. We to let the light into the tree. And actually on these we put down that reflective film on the ground.
Oh, that's why that foam is down there. Okay.
A lot of times, some say you'll see the silver stuff or the white stuff, but generally your purpose is the same, to help reflect the light up and get color to the picture.
And the light gives it the pink.
Yeah, you need the sunshine to hit the cherries, otherwise the stuff that's way tucked inside the trees and doesn't get any light, those generally don't get any color. So you gotta
So they would be just yellow.
yeah. And the stuff on the outside of the trees will look, really red like that.
So we're getting a good education.
Yeah, I
here.
know. This is good. Yeah.
And so some of our family doing a share this with video.
Oh, yeah.
First one, some of our family,
Yeah.
especially the ones that were in the farming business.
Yeah.
And they find it good.
Well, we are irrigation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, they've got like that. They all work.
My relative homesteaded here.
Nice, high-tech guy.
No, I don't think so. Too cold and wet.
Woo!
Yeah, cherries don't like rain.
Look at high-tech guys.
Your family's been here a long time.
Yeah, I'm generation number 5. So, yeah.
Ooh.
I'm number 2.
Number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they planted in Orondo the first peach tree in 1886. 87. They moved here in 86, first peach tree in 87. So it's coming up on 150 years.
Yeah.
140 years. 140 years.
So when your family moved here, was it intentional or did they do a coin flip? I have a friend that did a coin flip they did here.
There's stories they were coming out west,
Yep.
and I think in Spokane they met one of the guys, the original settlers in the area. And Ron, they said, "Oh, you should come there." So they came out. That's what
amazing.
got it.
1800s. Yeah.
I see you were wearing your long pants all the time too.
Yeah,
It's cold in here.
it's cold in here. Yeah, cold chain management is so important. Cherry's very sensitive. You got to keep it cold to preserve the life of it. So all this water is refrigerated. They're in the cold storages. They come off the line. We're very successful. They're coming off the line at about 38 degrees, and then we'll put them into the rooms and we'll actually tunnel them and force air through them.
At the end?
To cool them off. We want them, domestically, we want them about 34 degrees before we ship them. Because in the refrigerated van, it doesn't really lower the temperature. It'll maintain it, but there's not enough capacity and airflow to bring the temperature down. So once it leaves the dock,
You got to get the temperature down before you
once it leaves the dock, that's pretty much the temperature. I mean, there might be some variation, but as a whole, that's kind of the rule of thumb. So
So
we're
you're
shipping.
cooling them right at the end.
Yeah. When they come off here, they'll go into the cold room, and then we'll put them into a tunnel, tarp them over with a fan, and suck air through them.
Practically like seafood or meat, the same type
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah,
You got to get it
not
down,
as
get the temperature
cold,
down.
yeah.
So most of this building is totally separate from that building there, but does that door open up to the other building?
That goes into the cold storage.
That does go
They cut
directly
the holes, that's right in there. That's our staging room, so when we get an order, we'll go pull the fruit, set it up there, keep it in the cold, stage it, so when the truck arrives, we can just pull it around and load it.
Okay. I know there's some well thought out plan though with stuff here.
Yeah, it's been developed over the years. I mean,
What was in here before you guys came in?
This is a new building.
This is brand new.
that's a brand
This is
new
what they
building.
built.
Yeah, it was
Took them
a
a half a
storage.
year to build it.
It was a
Okay.
storage, Apple storage facility.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
what the
that's
company
right.
purchased several years ago.
Yeah, by the Welton family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Welch family, and then they purchased that, used that for a few years, and wanted to put in a cherry line, so able to utilize a lot of the storages and the refrigeration capacity
Yeah.
there, and then they added some more to handle the extra loads and put on it.
So down there, do we get to look what's going on in the boxes down there?
Did he educate you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're educated.
Oh, good.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys could start running this line for us.
Oh, yeah, sure.
sure.
A little bit.
On learning curves like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, isn't it?
It's very interesting.
So down there,
Yeah.
put those things in the boxes. Are they actually hand putting those in there?
No, they're on a filler, so they just pour in. They basically hit a button, and it fills the box. It's sitting on a scale,
Okay.
and then when it gets close to the weight, it stops, and the girls can put a few more in there,
Get it exactly.
and then they send it on its way. Yeah, so they're just
So,
And so sorting, these kind of things, he watches from here, but do the machines, how do they get sorted?
yeah. No, he's controlling it with those defects.
Controlling
Yeah,
it.
so he can raise the values up and down depending on which defects we want to get.
They'll sort out.
Yeah, so
Oh, okay.
he can see these values are at 200. You can go from 1 to 1,000.
Yeah.
So he's pulling pretty hard on this one. He's not hardly pulling anything here.
Oh, okay.
And so then he checks the sample,
yeah.
and if something doesn't look good, he can change the value to say, no, we need to take more of that out.
So
Gotcha,
he's
yeah,
looking
change
at
the
these to see what kind of a defect that is.
Yeah, yeah. We
So is that
pre-choose
like
the defect.
That would be a split or something?
Yeah, I don't know why they give them weird names.
right.
So I don't know exactly what they're looking at, but
Okay, yeah.
they all have a certain
The way it
category.
looks isn't necessarily the way it is on the
Not necessarily, no. Yeah.
This is curing micrometer is what it is. I was a machinist for 3 years when I got out of high school. So you had to do some quality checks
Yeah.
like that, but you have to use a hands-on
And
tool.
some of these are now equipped with AI, so the machine starts to learn
Got it. Oh,
what
good.
you want. Yeah. So then you
my God.
could save it by the grower.
Uh-huh.
So that's the grower information.
Come up with that pattern.
And you
for
can
it.
save that so the next time you ran this grower, you can say, okay, let's go use those same parameters.
Yeah.
So the more you tell it to look at this,
Yeah.
the more it's learning what it should be doing. Yeah. Crazy.
So your day starts around 8. When do you end?
They start here at 6,
Yeah.
and we're going till 5:30 today.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me.
I saw last weekend. Last weekend they were on here on a Sunday too.
We worked every 7 days. They've only had 1 day off this year, so we worked 25 days in a row. We got a day off, and I can't remember how many days we've been since that day off. But we're
80
taking.
to 100-hour weeks too, right?
Yeah, we've been working 12-hour days. We're taking Sunday and Monday off of this week.
Luxury.
Yeah. So we'll run 12 hours today. We're going to do, 10 hours tomorrow, and then we'll take Sunday, Monday off. Which they're all very
I'm
happy.
looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been working hard. This is our Apple crew. So when we're done,
really?
when we're done here, we're going back to Apple.
But this bed is just specifically for cherries only.
Yeah, as soon as the cherries are over, this place is going to be quiet.
Walk down and tighten up.
Yeah.
Then how about the storage? You're going to store apples over
Yep.
there?
Yep.
Move the apples. Okay.
Yep, we'll use it for apples. We still have some apples in the storage. Yeah.
You can use this machine for apples?
No, just the storage. Yeah. So this place will be silent all winter. Yeah.
And then what he told me earlier, when outside talking to him, that you guys eventually going to move your offices in here and
Yeah, we're thinking about putting them up.
Yeah, gets ugly outdoors, especially if it's really cold in the winter.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to be in a trailer just July, or
Just
July.
until cherries are over. Then we'll go back to Orondo where our office is.
Yeah. I worked for a company, Global Diving and Salvage in Seattle and Vermont. And the estimating group were in a trailer like that in the wintertime. It was their ass off and they didn't have that good a heating system. Wow. When do they get what? What's their lunch hour?
Right now.
Okay, good.
They're shutting her down.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Always interesting.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
is.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So have you been working for Northern for a while then?
No.
No, I work for Pine Canyon. Yeah.
This is Pine Canyon. This is Pine Canyon.
Yeah.
Pine Canyon Growers.
Yeah, Northern, we just bought the line from Northern.
Oh, okay.
So they're up near Orondo. They have the main plant up near Orondo, north
You
of.
go down to the northern facility for the apples?
No, we have our facility in Orondo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But this crew goes just to go down
To Orondo. Yeah.
to Orondo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, they're our crew. They're our apple crew.
There they go.
Yeah. So lunchtime.
So over 50 people, right?
Yeah, I think we have 65 people.
65.
Yeah. Counting everybody and shipping and receiving and out here in the cold room.
So
then
who
you
does all the
shut down
accounting and
line
stuff?
then?
Is that up there in the other
Yeah, our
office?
CFO's in the office.
So you shut down the line when they go have lunch then?
Yeah. Yep.
And everything is just stops where it is?
Yep.
On you go.
On we go. We'll come back and yeah, we'll be here till 5:30 and again tomorrow till like 4
And
and
then they get the 2 days
off.
2 days off. Happy campers.
And we're getting to the end, so
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
we'll pack. I think we'll pack through next Saturday and be done.
That's it.
So when did you crank up? When did you start?
17th of June.
17th of June.
Yeah, so we've been a little over a month now.
About a month. Yeah, a little over.
And that was probably a miracle too.
It was a tough timeline to reach,
Yeah.
We broke ground in December and we're packing by 17th
6
of
months.
June.
I mean, there wasn't even a building here to begin with. They had to put this building up and everything. And then,
In December you started with the building?
Yeah, started moving dirt to get ready.
Oh my gosh.
and then
The crazy timeline.
and then they had to move all this equipment in here and set it up the right way.
Yeah.
All the electrical and everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of days of wondering if we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
You get a break?
Down here with the water.
Yeah, wow, it is. Woohoo.
Processor. I don't know if they make a lot of juice, but they do go processor.
And what do they do in the process? Grind them up?
Well, it's going to close it tightly for you guys.
Yeah, they'll do them usually. But yeah, a lot of freezer stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So they can still be used.
Yeah.
So Theresa and Marc, that great big aluminum unit out there, that's where the cherries are first go in the side
When
of
they
that.
come out of the orchard, we put them through there. It's like a 35-degree water.
Yeah.
Where that
Where
guy
he
is
just
going
took
in.
them off there,
Yeah.
and then they take them into cold storage.
Then
just
they
trying
go
to
into
get the
cold
field-
storage, and then
field heat
after
out of
that
it.
they.
So he's unloading the truck right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he's done, but they go.
Okay,
they
yeah.
take them from the truck, they put them on there, run them through, get the field heat out.
Yeah.
Just trying to get 30, 45 degrees out of it.
Yeah.
Then it goes in the cold room to get down more,
Okay.
and then we'll pack them in the morning.
Yeah.
And then each flat that's processed out of there, is it still in a flat when it comes into the line here?
Yeah, stays in that same bin.
So it comes up this ramp and then in there?
Oh, no, it goes inside.
Okay.
These are empties coming out.
Those are the empties coming out. So
Yeah.
it goes inside and through that adjoining door?
Yep.
And then
out.
in that
And
one.
they're
Yeah.
in their boxes.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice system.
Yeah. Works
Yeah.
pretty good.